In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 7, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Las Vegas Aces vs. Golden State Valkyries. On Saturday afternoon, the Las Vegas Aces and the Golden State Valkyries face off in a Commissioner's Cup game, marking a historic first-ever meeting between the two franchises. These teams enter the contest under vastly different circumstances, although it's still early enough in the WNBA season for rosters to be building chemistry. Of course, possessing arguably the best player in the entire league always puts you in a strong position, and that's exactly the case for the Aces, who arrive on a 2-game winning streak. That's hardly a welcome sight for a Valkyries team trying to snap a 4-game skid, but that's the challenge they face. However, Golden State's recent losses have been competitive. Their last 3 defeats came by an average margin of just 8 points, so they are hanging around in games. They just need to learn how to finish. Getting a significant number of points as a home underdog should put them in a favorable position to cover the spread. Vegas is just 2-2 straight up and against the spread on the road this year, while Golden State is 2-1 against the spread in their home games. My primary thinking here is that the Valkyries are shaping up to be a gritty, determined team this season. They are certainly playing better than anyone would expect from a first-year expansion club. The numbers back this up. The Valkyries have successfully covered the spread in 3 of the 4 games where they were a double-digit underdog this season, showing they play up to the competition. On the other side, the Aces have shown a tendency to have trouble pulling away from opponents and covering large numbers, creating a pattern of winning games but not blowing teams out. It all points to the Valkyries having enough fight to keep this game respectable and stay within the posted point spread. As our first pick for this matchup, the Golden State Valkyries to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Given your interest in WNBA totals, this matchup presents a clear angle for the under. The game features 2 offenses that reside in the bottom 2/3 of the league in scoring output. Their inefficiency is a major factor, as both squads are also in the bottom 3 league-wide in field goal shooting percentage, so you shouldn't expect them to light up the scoreboard. In terms of tempo, both teams play at a middle-of-the-road pace. The Valkyries are 5th in the league and the Aces are 8th, so the game won't be a frantic track meet. Las Vegas also brings a top 5 defense to the court, allowing a stingy 80 points and just 6.7 3-pointers per game. The Aces have held opponents to 72 points or fewer 3 times this season, while their own offense has been held under 80 points on 3 separate occasions. Golden State's offense has been particularly quiet, scoring 77 points or less in 4 consecutive games. The combined trends speak for themselves. The under has cashed in 8 total games played between these 2 teams this season. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Fever vs. Chicago Sky. The Indiana Fever make their way to the Windy City for a Saturday night showdown against the Chicago Sky. I understand that the Fever possess a deep and talented squad, one that finally managed to secure a victory even without Caitlin Clark in the lineup and under normal circumstances. I demand that the Sky prove they are back on track with wins against someone other than the Dallas Wings. However, this situation is anything but normal. The ongoing drama between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has ignited a fierce rivalry between these 2 franchises, and you can be sure the Sky haven't forgotten the 35-point beatdown they suffered against the Fever on opening night when the national spotlight was at its brightest. There is no love lost between the Fever and the Sky, so you should brace for another hostile, hard-fought battle on the court. The Fever have dominated this series recently, winning 4 of the last 5 meetings and covering the spread in all 5 of those games. Despite that trend, the Sky enter this contest with momentum. They are riding a 2-game winning streak, and more importantly, they get to face a Fever team that will be without Clark. That is a massive advantage that cannot be overlooked. The Fever did beat the Mystics in their last game, but their inconsistency without their star player is a real concern. They recently lost to the Sun as a double-digit favorite and also fell to the Mystics as a 4-point favorite before that. The Fever have had trouble finding a consistent rhythm without their best player, and they are just 3-6 against the spread in their last 9 games when favored. I fully expect the Sky to come out and deliver one of their best performances of the season. They are very much a live underdog to win this game outright. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Sky to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Indiana has established itself as one of the more efficient scoring teams in the league, and their offensive pace has noticeably quickened in their recent games. Chicago, despite its overall struggles, has also consistently pushed the tempo, a style of play that has often led to them allowing opponents to score in bunches. The Fever have flourished in transition all season, and they should find plenty of high-quality scoring opportunities against a Sky defense that ranks near the bottom of the league in opponent field goal percentage. Meanwhile, the Sky have enough offensive weapons to keep pace in a shootout. Their ability to connect from three-point range and generate points off of turnovers makes them a threat to score quickly, with both teams capable of putting up points in multiple ways, and neither squad boasting a particularly lockdown defense. This matchup has all the makings of a high-scoring affair that should comfortably sail over the projected total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Storm versus Phoenix Mercury. In a Saturday night Western Conference matchup, the Storm host the Mercury. Phoenix has won 2 of 3 games and looks to avenge an early season loss to the Storm, who ended their losing streak in their last game. The Mercury lost to Seattle on the road earlier this season, but they have won 2 of their last 3 games. The Storm snapped their 3-game skid in their last game but failed to cover facing a Dallas Wings team that has the worst record in the WNBA. Phoenix may be without their second leading scorer and rebounder, but she has been out in the 2 wins in the last 3 games with other players, especially Held, stepping up. I highly doubt the Storm's chances of beating the Mercury comfortably. Both teams are capable of playing tough defense, and I expect a tight battle down the stretch. In their first meeting of the season, Phoenix held Seattle to 33.3% shooting from the field. In their second duel in 2025, Seattle forced Phoenix into 20 turnovers and held the Mercury scoreless through the final 4:48 of the fourth quarter. The Mercury have played their best basketball at home this season while the Storm continued to be up and down. Both of these teams have played a lot of tough games out of the gate so far, but I trust the Mercury at home and especially catching points in a spot like this. I think the value is on the Mercury and the points. Seattle struggles on the glass, and Phoenix will find a way to keep it close. As our first pick for this matchup, the Phoenix Mercury to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. When these teams met earlier this season in the Great Northwest, the total went under, and that is the pick I am leaning towards in this game. The total has gone under for the last 2 games for Seattle, who have not scored more than 77 points in any of their 3 road games. Both of these teams are solid on the defensive end of the floor, but neither ranks in the top 8 in the league in points per game. This Western Conference affair will be a slower-paced and low-scoring game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.